Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. How's it going, Calculus and Tavon? Just popping in to say hi. Looking great. Thank you. Trying to get done with posting real quick so that I can talk to everyone. Let's see here. But yeah. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to make sure I keep the information consistent so you guys will know what's going on. So I will say at the beginning of the stream and at the end of the stream the same information. I will be going on break essentially for May and also for August. Those are like my 2 break months where, you know, I take that month away because I'm usually busy in both of those months. Also, I'll be moving the stream down to, when I come back, be moving the stream down to 1 day a week, which will probably be Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, that'll be better for me, because I'm quite busy and all that good stuff. But I'm still going to be, actually, one of the main reasons I want to do that is because I would like to take more time out to do different things. So giving myself more time to work on things, giving myself more time to put more things together for Patreon, promoting more things that I do. I don't really do that much, just show up and do things and then leave type thing. So I'm be doing that a lot more. And I hope you guys are going to be looking forward to those things because I'm excited for it. I definitely want to do it. I want to do more YouTube videos, actually focused on teaching people things that I know about. Maybe putting some of that content onto my Patreon and whatnot. How's it going? X5 Amino. That's an interesting name. But yeah, I'm interested in doing that. I really like to teach and teach people the things that I know. Put some things out there. Want to improve, like I said, the stuff that I have on Patreon, and then start promoting that more, so more people will hopefully come over there and like what I'm doing and support and whatnot. And I also want to work on my comic, and a lot of what I want to do is actually writing based. And you know, writing based things, you don't want to put that out in public because it's supposed to be a private thing or something you do alone. So I gotta work through some things, and you know, having to always stream and all the other things that I do when I'm not on stream kind of takes a certain amount of time away, you know. So I'm gonna give myself more time so I can make better things and then share with you guys what I've made when I'm ready. So yeah, go ahead and post this here. But yeah, hope you guys are staying busy. Say the funny, well, not even funny, but the interesting thing is, for the most part, my goals are still the same. I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about getting to my goals, not just being frustrated that they're not happening. Sometimes you have to work your way slowly into your goal. It's not something that you can always just achieve just because you want to do it. You gotta figure out like a step-by-step process of how to get closer to it first in order to be able to grasp it. So, trying to work my way to that. But I think that writing and essentially having a bunch of work you've already done and organized and whatnot like that is the key to one part of my goal for the month, which is just to work on and complete a whole entire chapter, and then get it out. So just completing it is good enough as far as that goal goes. And one second, something is in my eye. But yeah, for the most part, I've got some of those skills down and some of that production down, but yeah. Do I have a social media? Yeah. I am, well, obviously I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, though I don't post there much. But, oh yeah, I have a Twitter. That's where I mainly post things at this point. And it's all under my name, the same name that I use for like everything. So, you type in Altrodesi on Twitter or Instagram, you'll find me. If you can't, you need me to post the link, I got you. Yeah, so I'm still working through this. It's kind of funny because I got to like the back end of the chapter and I started working through. I send you a drawing. Well, you're 12, so you I guess you gotta ask your parents if you can send me something. You know what I'm saying? But if you'd like to show me that, that's cool. Yeah. As you guys can see. Yeah, so we got to like the back end of the chapter and I just started adding in all these details and I kind of got lost, if you will, just adding that stuff in. Okay. And I basically started doing the whole process once I got to the back of the chapter. So now I'm backtracking and going over these drawings, these poses, and then adding the details that need to be there. Click the wrong button. My eye is still bothering me. Alright. So for the most part, I like to draw the whole body first. And then after that, I like to do a little underdrawing. I mean, well, a drawing over top of that actually, more so. To kind of like make sure that the structure is sound and whatnot. Also, right now, I've been enjoying just drawing directly on my underdrawing layer for the most part, because I don't know, it just helps to get over the mental hurdle of thinking about digital so much. But like how people work digitally has become such a known process that it becomes robotic feeling, getting close to it. It's like it's all meant to just make work like this very structured thing, and I get it, but it's also really annoying because I feel like it kills individuality of art to some degree. See me on Instagram? Word. But yeah, I recently redid my sensitivity on this program. It's a bit weird now to thinking about it, but like essentially I was working really hard essentially making these very feathered lines or whatever. I was like digging into my screen protector, which was wearing down my pencil nib very much. And now I don't need to do that. It's very, oh yeah, like if I try to make a very soft mark, it wouldn't make a mark at all. So I had to adjust that, and now it does, so I don't have to work as hard to make a mark on the canvas anymore. So that's pretty cool. But it does feel a bit weird, but I can draw a lot faster, so that's a good part. Alright. Looks like you're drawing a person here. Pretty cool. I would say keep at it. Can't really make out too much, but it looks like you have someone sitting or standing, and you've drawn them from the head to about the shoulder length. It's pretty cool. Hmm. says, I have a few others, but I'm scared to show you. Oh, well, if you're scared to show me, that's interesting. You shouldn't be, I would assume. Unless you should be? I don't know. You're drawing because you want to draw? That's dope. I hope you're enjoying it. Do you have any inspirations? I'll show them, but if you don't like them, that is fine. Word. Are you posting these on your social media? And if not, why not? I made this dude's ear kind of big. His head's not even as big as it's supposed to be. It's a funny underdrawing, actually. Be more like that. You said some word. So do you have any inspirations? Is there, or are you just having fun? Always funny. I created this thing because, well, there's a reason specifically, but other than that, this outfit that both of these characters are wearing, I thought it would look cool, and I still do think it kind of looks cool, and I like that it flows, and I like that it essentially covers the body. But I still think it's funny that I did that, like, oh, this will cover the body, but I always have to draw the body and the anatomy and everything first to make sure it's structurally sound, and then I go ahead and block off everything. I use a couple lines to indicate where parts of the body, well, parts of the form are contouring to the body, but then after that I just get rid of all the other lines. It's a very interesting process, but I guess that's just clothes anyway, but it's not the usual thing I think about wanting to do with things that I draw, I guess. Okay, so wind is moving a bit here, and I know I wanted to move things a little bit. That's an odd shape. That's another thing. Since this is a smaller character, I understand what's happening. Yeah, don't like that too much, but to make it work. Can't really make out the other two, but I like the shape of number 2. I think it looks pretty cool. It has like this cone type shape with like the circle. I like that. Oh, I wouldn't rate art. There's no, I wouldn't like rate art. I would just say that I liked them and I felt something. And that's more than most things, because some people create things and there's no feeling or emotion I get at all. So, yeah. So, I think that it's cool. I hope that you think that it's cool if you would like to work on art. That's fine. Alright. Let's see. Alright, we gotta have a Cardi right here. My bad. What? Samara. Well, I gotta go. It's a bit soon, so I'm gonna go eat. Have a good day or night. Thank you. You too. Get some rest. And I'll be seeing you around. Yeah, and I've also got to start looking into a new chair. Had this chair for over like 5 or so years, maybe even longer actually. When I think about it, might have been like 7, 8 years at this point. And my chair's cushion or seat is just done, I would say. Sitting in it long enough, and it's like I think a part of it either sinks or something, but essentially my pelvis is, or my hips, you know, whatever area that is in discomfort after about a certain amount of hours or whatever. So I gotta look into that. Regardless of if it's for like the series I'm working on or anything else, working at the computer for long hours, that is not gonna be a fun experience if like your legs or hips are in pain. So I'm gonna look into that. Seems to be the MLMs or the fire department rushing through traffic going past. Sorry for all the noise. Hey Otto, how's it going, man? Word. Hey stream, this is my friend Otto. Let me turn this music off. Yeah, this is my friend Otto. Say hi to him if you're in chat. Say hi, Otto.
Hey guys, I'm the crocodile. Haha.
Yeah, you can
I'm just
find him as Crocodile
chilling
on
with
social
Chris.
media. Who is Chris?
I'm in Altrodesi.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm cool. I'm just chilling, drawing. Trying to do some Streets Rage shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really feel like talking too much, but you know, just wanted to see what you were up to.
Oh, word. I'm just working on chapter 15 and going through a lot of the rough drawings and kind of adding in more finalized line work and figures and things of that nature before kind of finishing and looking over everything. Well, that's what stage I'm in anyway.
Really got these stages, man. Love your work.
Thanks, man. Love your work too. Were you having fun on Streets of Rage today?
Oh yeah, I was having fun with Streets Rage. Very good game.
Sir Keenan looked like he was trying to cheat you out of many matches.
No, I had a lot of fun doing that. Like the thing of it is that that's one of those games where I really enjoy just doing whatever on it. You know, it's really one of just those games that don't fail to make me happy.
Hmm.
Because I remember like when that game was out back in the day, I'm just like, I was a big Streets of Rage fan, but it's like I never owned it. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
always like when someone randomly just has Streets of Rage 3 and then you're just playing.
Yeah.
That was kind of how it was for me.
I never got
But
to play 3. I think.
I was,
I think I played 1 and 2.
I think you played 1 and 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2. You played 1 and 2, but you didn't play 3?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. They're all good games in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think Street Rage 3 has a special place in my heart because it has my favorite character Skate in it.
Okay. Yeah. I've always loved the Streets of Rage music. I love that arcade counter thingy that happens at the end of missions. I love that. The enemies you fight sound funny when you hit them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the
Really good time in that
obnoxiously
game.
loud music or I get prompts that happens when it's like you complete the board, goes to the next part of the board, you know, with the arrow. So
Yeah.
obnoxious. I love it. It's so yeah, it's great.
Pretty good game. The Street Rage 4 just continues that. Plus it's 4 players, so you know,
Hmm.
I'd love to play with friends.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See you on the duty, bro.
Yeah, it's just nostalgia. I know that. I mean, it's still fun, but I know it's based off of a
Excuse me.
lot of nostalgia. I am nowhere near good at that game, but I enjoy myself on it. Call of Duty, whatever. But yeah, I enjoy myself on it, and that's the best part. I feel like I enjoy myself the most on games where I'm not trying to take it too seriously. Like I'm not trying to be the best at the games that I'm playing or whatever, and then I can enjoy them a lot more.
Why don't you just treat every game you play like that?
Huh?
Why don't you just treat every game you play like that?
I feel like for the most part I do, but they're not all equally as fun. Sometimes you're kind of forced to have to be good at something in order for you to progress. Like a lot of single player titles, you gotta usually are kind of forced to play the game the way they want you to, or you know, you won't progress or something. And I don't know. I wouldn't even play those games these days if I didn't have the time to do it. So it's a weird thing.
Yeah. And nowadays, I barely get excited about most of the stuff I play, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I just want to be uninterrupted in my work and wish the best on my friends and family.
Mm. How was the work been going?
You know, feel like I'm just driving myself insane because I'm like legitimately not trying to like trip all the time, but I feel like I really just don't know how to not trip. And like with this job, I just don't want to be forced to do this much work and then put with so much responsibility so early on. And that's what it feels like it often turns out to be, which is no fun. Nobody wants to do hard work for a job that they don't even care about.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I just feel like I hit this nice little spot with the art where I just want to work on it at this point. Like, I just want to take it all the way. But
Yeah.
it's just I'm not getting that satisfaction, and I can feel it. But it's cool because that means the work I do will, you know, have significant purpose. It'll be good. I do like the benefit. I've been able to take things a little slower with my art
Yeah.
because of my job. Because it's given me a lot of good practice while I'm trying to make the most of the time I have, and that's dope. Um, but I am just trying to look for the best option to do the things I want to do for my friends and family, and then like be done with this lack of satisfaction. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's funny because it's like, sure, everyone else is thinking shit like this, trying to think of ways of residual income. You know, they have dreams that's not just work, work, work,
Yeah.
which is what everyone was told to do at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, just trying to make it work.
Yeah,
What
man.
about you, man?
Same, I guess. What's up?
Like, how's this, life treating you? All the life shit.
Life has
Throwing
been okay. I've just been trying to stay, I don't know, stay grounded with things pretty well. And it's okay to get knocked off track here and there. It's all about just trying to figure out how to get back to where you were and start moving forward again. And I've been relatively okay. I know I'm a little off track with what I want, but I'm not like I haven't like lost anything except for some time, and that's okay. Sometimes you're gonna lose time, but I've been just trying my best to be real with myself about things. My goal that I wanted to hit hasn't been hit yet necessarily, with how I wanted to work on a lot of illustrations and eventually sell some original artwork. or prints or something like that, you know, and
Uh-huh.
make a certain amount of money a month from doing that. I haven't hit that goal, and I probably won't for a while. But that's okay. Because it feels like I needed some time mentally. Like I feel like, because when I look back where I stopped, where I started slowing down,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it and I was like, there was nothing that really happened on like the physical plane. You know? What happened was I mentally just said no. Like, I just need to slow down. And it's only recently that I've kind of gotten into the thought of even wanting to do more illustrations. And it's funny, the first thing I started thinking about is like, man, I really want to paint something. And that's just how that started. I was just like, yeah, I really want to paint something right now. I don't know what I want to paint. I just know I want to paint something. Been recently around a lot of ideas. Like I've been reading Gundam The Origin, right? As everybody in chat knows.
Uh-huh.
Everybody knows I've been trying to get into Gundam, and I was like, you know what, I'll check out Gundam The Origin. Bought the volume 1, been reading through part of it or whatever, and been enjoying just the work that the artist has put into it. And I eventually looked up online to see some of these illustrations he's done for the Gundam series, and they look great.
Uh-huh.
They look nice to me. I like the way they look. And it occurred to me, it's not watercolor that this individual is using. He's using gouache. Because I thought about it. I was looking at some of those pages, and I was like, it could be watercolor. It could be. But some of this stuff looks too painterly. And what I mean by that is, like, you can literally probably feel the texture as you look at the brushstroke on the page type thing, which is something you can only do by building up on top of something. So it doesn't look like watercolor, because watercolor can't do that. So I was looking into it, and it was like, I just basically found out he had done gouache on one of the paintings, and then it started clicking. I was just like, yep, this actually feels more like gouache. You know who else uses gouache?
No.
Alex Ross.
Huh. That's fine.
Yeah, it's another person who I wanted to study at some point. And it's funny because I started studying them and I just never kept going. Like I said, I just had to stop for a bit. But yeah, just been allowing myself a little bit of time to breathe, right? Because what I learned, right, was I already know how to like get good at art, right? And I'm already going to get good. That's literally the Tsukuyomi I'm stuck in, if you will. Like I know how to get good at art, and I'm going to keep getting good at art. Like, you know, I know how to do that. But what I was like thinking about probably mentally was just like, well, I already know where that goes. Will I be happy if I just keep doing that? It's like, no. I need something else, something more. And I'm gonna have to figure that out more. Though I already have some of those answers of what I want to do, or where I want to push things, I knew that the consistent process of just, oh, I'm gonna learn this technique. Okay, I've learned this technique. I'm gonna implement this technique. Okay, cool. Like, that's boring. Like, I know how to do that. It doesn't really do anything for me. But I'm interested in getting back into painting and even more different things recently, and I feel like that's great because, like I said, for the most part, I don't want to be forcing myself to do something that no one's even paying me to do. If I'm doing art, I want to do it because I enjoy it and I'm enjoying myself, you know? Like, imagine me being like explaining to you that I'm drawing, I don't know, Psylocke. And I love Psylocke, but man, I worked myself really hard on this Psylocke piece, man, and burned out, cause, you know, like, Psylocke's outfit's kind of crazy. It's just, I don't know. I'm just coming up with something, and just like, dog, who paid you to work on Psylocke that hard? Nobody,
Yeah.
man. It's just me, man, and it just gotta look crazy good, and it's gotta be painted really well, and I had to do it this time. Who told you I had to get it done that fast? Nobody, man. That's just it's my thing. It's like, no, you're putting all these, you're putting all these hurdles in front of yourself, and also trying to meet these goals, and it's just like you're not getting anything from it. It's like, yo, I just wanna, at this point, like, I know I'm decent or I'm good. Cool. I'm gonna keep getting better. Yes, I am. But I want to start looking deeper into what I would really want to do. That means when I do a fan art, you're gonna know it's because I really like that character, or really think I could do something cool with him, and then I'm gonna just do it. I'm just gonna do it, and I'm gonna put into it as much as I want, and then I'm gonna pull back and go if it's done or not, and then I'm just gonna put it out there. If I sell the original, make a print, whatever, that's an afterthought, after the work is done, and I feel like it's worthy of becoming something else. And I feel the same about the comic. I still think I want to produce 10 chapters a year. 10 chapters a year will be the sweetest victory to me. Like, oh my god, like, that would be great. But right now, well, I just started trying to do digital with this comic. This is the
Hmm.
first chapter I've ever tried to do completely digital. So I have to always look back at it and look, like, make sure, like, my line work quality is up to par, because I never had to do that before with the digital aspect. But luckily I've done so much of it that I can kind of gauge what's good or bad. But there's also this thing where, for example's sake, you don't have to always have super duper clean lines. What you have to do is figure out a balance and then allow yourself to have that. If I drew everything down and then cleaned everything up, that means that I'm always going to have to clean everything up every single time. But if I allow it to be messy, at least for one chapter, mentally, you or the reader will be like, oh, this might be a new thing. And then if I allow it to happen, I won't have to clean up so much. So only clean up a little bit here, a little bit there. Then I allow it to stay, because I'm coming from a process that's a little messy anyway, since it's mainly pencil. So yeah, I'm kind of doing okay, I think. Could be better, but I'm not like hurting.
No, that's good to hear, man. I'm somewhere with the same face, I would feel, but I definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I like been liking your drawings a lot more lately. I already liked them a lot, by the way. But yeah, your stuff is coming together really nicely. Your line work's gotten a lot better. Um, your composition is really decent. Like, it's pretty good, man. Still love the way you make your characters emote and express themselves. It's always good.
Um, Thanks, man. I think I'm finally starting to find my style. I feel like I'm really close to a finished style too. But more importantly, I've just been having fun experimenting.
Yeah.
At least once a day, I get something done. Uh, it's definitely slow going with the chapters. I can tell that there's a lot of factors going into why the chapter's so much harder now,
Mm-hmm.
for lack of a better term. And it's because I it's because I what the fuck is it called? I'm going to remember this.
I hope they remember
You know what? I just straight up forgot what we're talking about, man.
you. What's up? You're saying you understand why the chapter for you has been taking a lot longer. It's a lot
Oh
more
yeah,
factors. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I overloaded my brain. I was thinking about a lot of things. Yeah.
Mm.
So I understood what it was that is making the chapter go longer. Of course, it's work. Like always, it's not to be surprised about, to be honest, at this point. So I'm not really worried about that. It's more so that I'm finding my line work, I'm finding my finishing style, but more importantly, I'm changing my format, and I'm taking a lot longer on the line work and you know the whole project in general. I
Yeah.
feel like at this point, I'm putting a lot of genuine effort into it right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to push it past what I'm already doing, especially with like some of the stuff I'm doing with these next couple chapters of Blacksmiths, and I really want to make this picture of like the cover picture I'm doing. I want to make that work, and the V metal chapter, I want that to work out because I really like V metal. I think that's one of my favorite creations. I feel like it's my most creative creation, period. I think there's a lot of flavor with that series, and I really want to just push it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's better than Blacksmiths, because with Blacksmiths I can go a little further with the depths. But
Mm-hmm.
with V Metal, it was everything I liked about this comic shit. It's exactly why I got into like stuff like Metabots and Digimon, just making something of that quality. That's something I want to do, man. Because Black Robot go hard.
Yeah.
Who was that?
What was that? I don't know. Did you hear something?
Yeah, someone hopped in chat.
Oh, can't see. Let me see. No, no one else is here. I don't see anyone. But yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Um. Yeah, as you figure out, your style and everything, you're always refining. I would say, like definitely at our stages. I would hope, when we get older, same thing goes. But I feel like we'll eventually hit some form of standardness where where we don't have to think very hard anymore. A lot of the decisions we make later in life will be so thought through because we've already done so much to get to that point. But I hope we'll still be experimenting. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Um, but yeah, I like the V Metal idea. Are you still gonna be doing anything for the webtoon action thingy?
Yeah,
Is that the V Metal joint you're gonna put in there?
I'm gonna put V Metal into it. Yeah,
Or
even if I don't win with it, I think it will get a decent amount of like exposure from it, which can't be understated how useful that can be.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's been an interesting year.
Why say that?
Well, just thinking, just reflecting on what we just spoke about. It's like I got all the confidence that I needed from the previous portfolio review about the quality of my work and where to go next, what to improve on and work on next. And then I was like, well, I have these goals and everything was going well. And then I think I got hit with a form of depression. And then I kind of
Hmm.
shut down. And also told myself that I wouldn't be doing any more contests. And then a contest shows up that I have more confidence in than any of the previous contests before. That I'm like, nope, we're not joining. It's funny, and
Oh,
I still relatively don't want to join it in a way, but I think it's funny that I'm really like I have the skill set to do that, but it's just like it doesn't matter. It's a weird thing. The thing I know is that like I could do good fight scenes, but my thing is my idea of a good fight scene is attached to a good story.
yeah.
So it's just like you can have fun with a fight scene, but I can't say it's like truly great unless it's attached to something storytelling wise. Like if we're talking about really high tier fights, I feel like they have to have basically an emotional based fight is just way higher tier than a really great choreography based fight that doesn't have that added to it.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's been just an interesting year because of that. Just because of how I operated during the year and what has happened and stuff like that.
I feel that. I think it's just a matter of making this shit work at this point. All the shit that we gotta do, we're busy people.
Yeah.
Just gotta find the perfect blend of making it work and, not having the easiest time of finding the answers, but got the right people by my side to learn.
Yeah.
And I want to start giving back to these people. It just feels like it's always hard to do something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I want to go way beyond what it is that I am now in every way.
Yeah. I totally get that. I also want to not everything for me is basically work based. I know how to work. I know how to produce this stuff. Finding a way to make it more sustainable is great. Because in a way it means it's not about like just the work you're doing. It's about the other work that you haven't even gotten a chance to start on because you're so busy trying to figure this one thing out. That's like me
Yeah.
anyway, like forever I was trying to understand comics and I did everything. I tried to be up on everything. What's the best software? What's the best this? What's the best that? Like how can I do this? How can I do that? And now I'm here. And it's like that's great. But now I'm like, oh, these other areas that I've neglected need to be touched on at this point because I am still like a one man team, I'm like I'm not like I'm not like a production house. I'm
Yeah.
still a one man team and if I want this to keep growing at a decent rate, I have to get better at promoting. I have to get better with a lot of things so that people know that I'm doing stuff, so that they can see my work. If they would like to support, they could. If they would like to hire me for different work, could be missing out on that a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Where people don't even know that I exist and I have the skill set that I have. That's another big thing.
This is a goofy picture. It is real, but whatever.
What'd you draw?
Street Rage.
Oh, word. That lady with the guitar, she seems cool.
That's what I'm drawing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a lot of the character art in that game makes me very happy. Did a really
Word.
good job bringing that shit back to life.
Wait a minute, I never looked this up before. I'm about to go look this up. 1 second, chat. I gotta look something up. Let me see.
What's happening?
I wanted to look something up. It never came to my mind except for now, and I just had to look it up. And I'm looking
What?
up shadow scale animation cells.
You find anything?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm finding stuff. It's awesome.
I only got your shadow skill backstory.
What?
You know, you finally got the shadow skill you wanted all along.
I was just thinking about it, like, I was about to be like, yo, did anybody figure out who did that one cut? Oh, that's supposed to be Gal. Wow, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I also think Shadow Skill is relatively, like, not popular enough type. Well, I understand, it's not that popular. So, I was like, man, I wonder if I could even find any on here, and yeah, I'm finding cells for less than $100, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I don't have to buy it though. It's cool just seeing it, you know. It's cool. I don't know which part of the anime that's. Oh, this is this one? Those are made on cells? What? So here's the funny thing, like chat. There's these two older Shadow Skill movies, right? Shadow Skill is this anime about this brother and sister. It's like it's an action fantasy story. And essentially the two first series that dropped are like my favorites. And what they did after that in like the 2000s or something, I don't like it. And you know what's funny about it? I had to eventually come to terms with the fact that I probably will. I just don't know the real story. I've only gotten to see the OVA from back in the day. So, you know, if they went ahead and animated something from the manga, I've never gotten to really read the manga. So it may be quite canon what they did in the newer version of the story, but yeah, I just didn't like the style and direction or directing of that in that particular parts of the series. Oh my god, yeah. Someone's trying to sell an angel's egg production cell for $18,000 on eBay.
That's a good sell though.
Huh? Yeah. It's a very popular. It's very popular. Just based off the fact that what's his name? Amano worked on it. Worked on the designs for it and everything.
Who?
Amano or Amano, Final Fantasy.
Oh,
Yeah.
hot commodity.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll look more into this later, but it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting.
I really want to get further into other shit.
What's up?
I want to get into more other stuff.
Like what?
I just want to go outside of my realm of comfortability with generally everything in life, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I want to do a bit of that too. Like, I don't know. It's all a big mission of doing what we do and doing more, but also finding a way to do what we do and make it sustainable. And a big part of that is, remember the whole like, I'm like, yo, like I know how to do things now, and I'm not worried about doing that, right? Like, and I am very serious about that. Like, I know how to do things and get things done at a high quality, at a decent rate, and yeah, but that doesn't mean like that is sustainable to do it all the time, right? Like, if I got paid to do all the stuff that I was doing, I would get it done faster at a consistent rate because it will be more sustainable, because money will help sustain. Like, yeah, like imagine if you just got paid to do blacksmith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just like, I'll pay you, I'll pay you like, a decent rate for all the pages you'll do and your cover art. Like, what? Yeah, I'll pay you to do it. Yep. Be like, you know what? You can, I'll pay you to do it like every week. Not my bad. Every month. Every month. That's sustainable. That way you don't have to work yourself too hard, but you can make this mark every month. You can drop this. Okay. Let's go like 12 chapters a year. Alright. Okay.
Honestly,
We
12
do.
chapters a year would be something I think would be probably like ideal for me, because I can definitely do these chapters in a month. But like, I think if I was able to only do art, I'm pretty sure I could just, what is it? Every comic that I made, I could just work on it seamlessly. Because like, I think I have a good idea of what I want when it comes to each of my comic projects, and I
Mm-hmm.
can definitely like, whew, do something with like, do like 2 chapters a month, one for V Metal, one for Blacksmith. That'd be nice, man.
Yeah.
And I think the thing I like the most is just getting a chance to do new stuff. Because I'm just like, all right, I want to do this with this chapter, so I got to learn how to do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
That's really fun. I'll tell you about that in art school.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know. If I got paid to work on the Divinity, I'd be like, word, it's a wrap. Like, I can literally sit down and just go, okay, cool. And it's funny because it's like, oh, like people would probably think, you should just work like you're getting paid, and it's like, cynical laughter. Like, yeah, that's what people try to do. Even sitting down to produce a chapter and start putting deadlines on yourself. putting a deadline on yourself is cool because you'll get practice on hitting that mark, and you'll learn just how far away you are or close you are, so you'll be able to consistently hit that mark. But if you do that for years, you've already proven to yourself that you can hit that mark. Now it's about, well, like, is it sustainable to just keep hitting that mark if you're not even looking for someone to pay you to do that job? You know, like, most people aren't going to pay you to work on your passion project. You have to find a different way to get that type of support, which is why, like I said, I'm going to be doubling down on Patreon. Because, well, I like to teach art and teach things that I know. And I know that I want to also put more things on YouTube. So I'm going to try and learn more things about video production. Even a little bit would help things go over better, I think. When it comes to video production and putting things out there. But yeah, like, I don't know, I've been learning more about the art business, and not just, again, drawing, but actually the business of things. And I've been seeing some things, basically. Not everything's that great, but at the same time, things aren't the way they should be right now, or the things that I want to produce. Oh yeah, I mean, if you guys are here for the discussions I brought up about, like, Miura, guy who worked on Berserk and everything, I've been changing ever since then, you know, like, those were very emotional times. And a lot of research on the art business, how manga artists get paid. I already know about American comics. I already know the average amounts that people get hired for, and, you know, all that good stuff. I know about that. But learning about the manga stuff too, and adding all that to my understanding of essentially how a comic book artist sometimes gets paid here, or in general, really changed kind of like my perspective of things. Because, you know, I wasn't like wide-eyed and was like, yeah, because, you know, I'm an older individual. I'm like 30 something now. I already knew that wasn't a thing that was happening. But, you know, once you see someone who sold millions of copies, like, I mean, like 50 million, you know, and they, it seems like they pass and they only have like maybe 3 or less in their bank account. Something smells funny in the water, you know, kind of weird, you know. But, you know, it's a little naive to start counting the money the way I was counting it, or trying to count it when I was younger. I was like, yo, all they gotta do is, like, you know, I was like, yo, what if they make half, you know? Hold on, someone is knocking at my door. But yeah, I remember when I was younger, I would try to count the money and be like, yo, all they gotta do is make like half. If they get like book deals, because, you know, like when you get like a book deal in America, or in the States or whatever, you sometimes make, I would say, what was it? You made like, I think you made like $5 off of a $10 book or something like that. So you at least made like half, something like that, right? There was some certain amount where I was just like, good. But here's the funny thing. To me, all you ever needed to make was like after taxes, $2 or something like that, right? Because if someone says, yo, like, for example's sake, right? Let's say you only made $1 after taxes, right? But you sold 1 million copies of a book. That should be $1 million you've made, you know? If you're making that after taxes, that's $1 million. if they made $2, then they made double that. So how do you sell 50 million copies of a book and then only have like $3? I mean, 3 million. And I was just like, that doesn't add up. We're not talking about people who seem to spend money on like going on fancy trips or buying crazy dope cars, or these people just go sit back down and play video games or draw or something, I don't know, something about that just rubbed me the wrong way. So I was looking into it, and essentially, long story short, what I found was sometimes these guys make 50 cents or less on the sale of a manga. Yeah. So
It's really stupid.
yeah, yep. Yeah. And I started learning how manga artists actually get paid. I mean, like actual money, like where they get the bulk of their money from. And they get the bulk of their money from like toy sales. That's because, like, I was like, how in the world does Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, have more money or value than the creator of Dragon Ball? How? When Dragon Ball is still producing lots of money. It's past the manga phase where it's like everyone's just buying the manga. They're buying Dragon Ball on everything. And it's still popular, even in the States. So how is it that Eiichiro Oda found a way to also outsell or make more money there? And it's like, of course, Oda has like over 100 plus characters. No, Oda has like over almost 1,000 characters at this point that are relatively popular and people know them, and they probably make figures out of them. And those figures, yeah, they produce money. So, yeah, there's a lot I learned. There's a lot I learned, because once I understood that, I said, there's a lot more going on here. It's a lot more. And I think everybody should do that research. Everybody should do some form of that research when they're serious enough to look into it. Because it is interesting.
Definitely does sound interesting.
Same thing goes for licensing fees. When they make an anime movie, and that movie sells whatever bajillion copies at the box office, the artist does not get paid from that. They got paid a fee to license out their characters for that production to be created. That fee is like something like $10,000. So it doesn't matter if that movie made $1 billion. Like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's weird.
Artists are probably the most mistreated niggas, period. Like, I don't know what's the problem, really, but it's bothersome because you're like, art's cool, bro. Why you want to, make it hard for everyone?
I think it's because, like, I don't know. I feel like every year, just like with all these other companies, artists should have some sort of artist contract. And your artist contract should be renegotiated like every so often, If you meet a certain quota, and it should be a bar that nobody can change, by the way. It should not be a goalpost type thing where a company can keep moving it just because you're getting closer to hitting a mark. Like, it should just stay standard. If you cross this mark, renegotiation, you know that your stuff is worth more. We are making a larger cut, and because of that, we should pay you a larger cut. You know? Should just consistently happen. Oh, what? Like, definitely if you cross a bar on your movie. If the movie makes a crap ton of money, and they license out the characters for something that's like a certain percent way less than, like, versus what they made, you should get some of that. There's no way. Like, there's no way. There's no way that you shouldn't. Like, yo, you you licensed out my story or whatever to make this movie for like 10K, but you made like 10 billion. Alright. I mean, 10 billion yen. So, like, but whatever. They made millions, right? It's like, oh, like, how many millions? Let's say 500 million. Okay. That's ridiculous. That's great. Authors should get a cut. Not just a licensing fee, but like a fee that just goes back to them some type of way. Like, like, it's just something like that should happen. And I feel like somebody has to come up with that contract. Somebody has to literally come up with that type of contract. And just start getting the talent, because the talent will come if you start paying them like that.
Man, that would be a wonderland to pay this for shit like that.
It's just interesting. But yeah, I'd like to say to you, chat, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you guys so much for the support. I'd like to also give out another, the same announcement that I did at the beginning. This is the last stream for a bit. I'm going to be going on break in May. The other break will be in August. Both of those months are very important to me, and I have to take time off from those for a whole month. So I hope you guys are okay with that. If you're not, I'm sorry, but I will be gone for that. And when I come back, the streams will be Fridays only. Things are consistently changing in all of our lives, and we gotta, roll with the punches and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be putting more work into my Patreon, more work into my YouTube. So this channel will still be active, probably be even more active once I start really putting more effort into producing more videos for the channel. And same thing goes for my Patreon, which, if you guys support me there, it'll make all the things that I do way more, possible. Being able to get out the Divinity on a more consistent, schedule, even though it's already coming out for you guys on a decent schedule. Eventually we're gonna get chapter 9 of the Divinity published, which will be also in June, right? I'm gonna be posting that in June, so that's a chapter that's not up anywhere online. And you know what? I'm gonna put that up first on my Patreon. Totally forgot about that, but yeah, I'm gonna put that on my Patreon first. So if you want to check that out early, that'll be on my Patreon. I'll make an announcement on my Twitter, so be sure to follow me at Altrodesi on Twitter. I'm writing it because I've never tried to write it, but trying to get better at promotion. Yeah. Also, yeah, Twitter and my YouTube is my main two places. Instagram, if you guys want to check that out, but I don't post there much often anymore. I will eventually. What else would I like to say to you guys? Yeah, for the most part, I believe that's it. Thanks so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. And get some rest. And I will too. Peace, everyone.
Night, everybody, and have a fantastic evening.
That was beautiful. That was
Thank
great.
you.